Israeli military has stated that it has opened an additional route to allow civilians to leave, but conditions remain dire and many fear permanent displacement. Additionally, Israel insists that the latest operations are aimed at wiping out Hamas, announcing that its forces targeted a weapons depot in Gaza City. Footage released by the IDF shows the strike destroying explosives. The IDF claims this was meant for an attack on its own troops. Meanwhile, in Khan Yunis and Rafah, the IDF reports killing militants and destroying military sites, including underground tunnels. But in the meantime, we do know that the World Health Organization has also stated that hospitals are on the brink of collapse in Gaza. It's further urged for humanitarian corridors for aid for the Gazans at the moment. With us on the broadcast is Professor Ephraim Inbar, Senior Researcher at the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Thank you so much for taking our time speaking to us on NewsX World. We've also recently seen reports of a death toll in Gaza increasing to more than 65,000 ever since the war had commenced on the 7th of October in 2023 after the terrorist attack had taken place in Israel. At this moment, it seems that the ground offensive is only escalating. We do see a lot of international pressure with European countries coming out and stating that they will be recognizing Palestine. We also see a lot of domestic pressure being put on Netanyahu, with the families of hostages coming out protesting on the streets and asking Netanyahu to cease the offensive to make sure that a hostage deal is finally reached with Hamas. Where do you see the war heading to next? Do you think Netanyahu will buckle down to this pressure?
It seems that the Israeli government is determined to conquer Gaza City in order to make sure that Hamas is no longer ruling the Gaza Strip. This is the international consensus that Hamas has to leave Gaza and to be disarmed. This cannot be done without the use of force. I don't see any international resolution, any UN agency taking a decision and implementing it. So the only body left to implement the international consensus is Israel. And this is by taking the Gaza City and expelling the Gaza terrorists from the area.
All right, sir. I request you to stay on with us. We're tracking further developments. The President of the United Nations General Assembly, Annalena Baerbock, has now issued